Philadelphia Eagles.
One of two spots in the NFC title game awaits the winner here as we're underway in the divisional round of the NFL playoffs.
Velus Jones now from his end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
The Cowboys take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Ready.
Throwing first play is Lance.
Flushed out right. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. They were trying to liven up this playoff game very early on. Pretty deep throw, but good coverage.
I think they were counting on the defenders being a little tight, a little over-anxious early, and trying to catch them flat-footed and get a big play.
Ready up.
Now a 2nd and 10. Here's Lance to throw it.
Looking for his running back, and he's got it. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Give them 15 there, and the Cowboys have a first.
Well, I like the play design there. They occupied the defense downfield, everyone trying to account for someone. But unfortunately, they didn't account for the running back slipping out of the backfield, and he was absolutely unnoticed and wound up getting big yards on that play.
Ultra. Go ultra. Ready.
Shifts past him at the 45. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 11 more on that one and another first down. So back-to-back big runs, picking apart this defense on the opening drive.
I thought this was a passing league. I thought this was the era we were in where the ball was always in the air, right?
They didn't get the memo.
They didn't get the memo, and I know this to be true. Offensive linemen still, to this day, they want to run the football. They want to fire out and hit people across the line of scrimmage, and they're clearing space.
Ready, break.
On 1st and 10, here's Lance.
A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Offense is moving it a little bit, had them back on their heels, but they're on a brief pause by forcing the incompletion. That gives them a quick chance to regroup and try and mount a stand before they're backed up even further.
Second and 10. And Lance now to throw.
And that'll be good for 8 yards to the 45.
That's an early scramble that can be viewed positively by either side. From the offensive point of view, it begins to establish it as a possibility to keep it on certain plays. And defensively, they avoided giving up a huge play in one of their first tests in containing a quarterback on the run.
Here we go.
They need 2. Here's 3rd down.
10 cycles. Mega. Cut.
Now they try the right side here. Past the 20. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory.
52 yards for him already. An excellent drive to kick off this divisional round matchup. That might be an understatement.
A stop there on 3rd. They could have held him to 3 on this opening drive. Now they have to bow their necks on 1st and goal.
And if I'm looking at this from the offense's point of view, that's a big-time pickup right there, and I'd go right at him with another momentum play. I'd go quickly and attack them, because right now they probably have their heads down a little bit since they didn't stop him on 3rd down.
So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal.
Now Lance wants to change him up.
Oh, how about this call down near the goal line? And they'll get him down just shy of the goal line at about the 1. A gain of 2 there on the heels of a 1-yard pickup on first. Driven it down the field nicely here on the opening drive, and now it's put up or shut up.
No doubt about it, because to make that type of a drive and ultimately kick a field goal would feel very disappointing. But I'm just wondering, is the head coach thinking, is this 4-down territory? Might he go for it?
This Eagle defense, they won't give in without a fight. This is 3rd and goal. Dobbins is in. Touchdown, Dallas. So the 2nd down run didn't work. They run it again on 3rd down and get in. I wasn't sure if they might pass it, Charles. We know that they like to mix it up down here around the goal line.
Yeah, almost felt like the offensive line said, forget mixing it up. Let's call our favorite running play over our best blockers, and let's get this one in.
Aubrey good with a PAT. And that makes the score 7-0. So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. And he'll elect not to run with it. And the fair catch on the kickoff will move the ball to the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
Hurts and the Eagles come up here 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. They'll start with the option. And right away, he lost the football.
Much like a running back going through the line, quarterbacks have to be aware of protecting the football as well. He left it exposed that time, wound up having it knocked free, but fortunately, had an alert teammate who was able to get it.
The fumble on 1st down. Now here's 2nd down. Here's Hurts to throw. This short throw caught by Goddard. Will go down as a gain of 6. And that'll bring up a 3rd and 11 situation. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the 1st quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. 1st quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series, they have to work hard to pick up 1st downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
He's got his target. That's complete. And he's going to have an Eagles 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
That's good for the Eagles.
They'll throw on 1st down with Hurts. He'll get this one complete. That's A.J. Brown. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. That's good for a 1st down. There's a guy who went over 1,000 yards receiving in the regular season, and now he's got his first catch of the playoffs. They'll run for the first time with DeAndre Swift. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Next, the receivers have spread the defense out, and they were able to come through with a slash and run.
But to that point, it's going to be interesting to see the personnel chess match as this one progresses.
Yeah, you're exactly right. Can they continue to create running lanes out of passing sets? And if so, it's going to be a long day for the defense.
Now a 2nd and 2. Throwing is Hurts. But it's caught on the right side at Smith. And Devontae going to pick up the Eagles' 1st down as he'll get this down to the 36. Just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive. Really a solid start here on the opening drive, Charles. He's now 4 of 4, and they're already in plus territory.
Brandon, he's been so precise to start this game, like we're watching an operation taking place right now. Master surgeon at work.
On first down, Hurts. Catch made by Watson on the out route.
That will go as a pickup of 7 on the 7th play of the drive. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
Hurts.
Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Chances are good he's going to be a very busy guy. 2 catches already in this opening drive, and they were looking his way for a 3rd.
I think they put this defense on notice that could be a really, really frequent combination. Here comes play number 9 now as they come up on a 3rd and 3.
Hurts sets up to throw it. Able to find the open man. That's complete.
And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. 2 catches now in this divisional round matchup. That one, a first down. And forget about the run to set up the pass. They're just coming out throwing.
Forget trying to set anything up. They feel like they have the advantage. They feel like they have the matchups, and they're just attacking right now.
Yep, going to the air on the opening drive.
On first and 10, it's Hurts.
Throw right side, caught by Goddard, the tight end. Touchdown, Eagles! Dallas Goddard, a 16-yard touchdown.
And the Eagles respond to that opening drive touchdown with one of their own.
Well, we know someone just added to his touchdown passing total, but all he did was get the ball out quickly to his tight end and let him take care of business the rest of the way.
On for the extra point, Jake Elliott. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away.
Here's Jones to bring it out of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
Cowboys take over first and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive.
So both of these teams, Charles, coming off touchdowns now, but this offense, they just had to stand on the sideline, watch their opponent author a really impressive drive to reach the end zone.
Yeah, and I think you're not telling yourself the truth if you don't think there's some one-upsmanship going on right now, because they just had their touchdown answered by a drive of double-digit plays that also found the end zone. Now they want to do something even more impressive to answer that one.
They're throwing here to start the drive as they connect left side. Give him 30 yards there.
We saw these guys have some big plays in their wild card win last week, and they're certainly going to need to continue to put up plays like we just saw there if they hope to continue to move on in these playoffs.
Seven, our score after one.
The score tied 7-7.
Started the second quarter, and it's the Cowboys in possession as they've got it with a 1st and 10.
Here we go. Here we go. Drill 52. Check right. Ready.
And now here's a carry heading left. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
They did a really nice job there defensively. They strung the play out, didn't give him a cutback lane. On each play, you have guys what I call our BCR players. Guys are responsible for the bootleg, for the cutback, and for the reverse. They played that one perfectly.
And rode him right out of bounds.
Ready.
Here's a 2nd and 8.
Cut.
Play action. Now it's Lance.
Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack.
Now Lance looking to change it up.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
This one thrown deep for Schoonmaker.
And it's knocked away and incomplete.
So one first down on that drive, and that's it. Forced to take the deep shot on 3rd down and couldn't hit it. Now they have to punt this one away.
Now comes the Cowboys punter as he's on to punt for the first time tonight. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. Fielded just inside the 20. That'll be a 41-yard punt, 4 yards there on the return. And the Eagles will have it, taking over 1st and 10. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive.
A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due, because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass.
There he goes, left side. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. 2 catches now in this divisional round matchup. That one, a first down. Well, they brought the pressure, and that meant man coverage behind him, so he's still able to complete the pass.
Even as he took the hit. And that's what you have to do, because I was just talking with a coach the other day, and he said, look, it's not always going to be pretty back there. You're going to have to give me completions. Even when you're taking some hits, sometimes you have to be your own blitz control, for lack of a better term. Got to make completions, step up, and make those throws, and he did that.
Ball spotted at the 45. Here's 2nd down and 2. They'll stay on the ground with Swift.
And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2. The good run on 1st down followed up by a not-so-good run on 2nd down.
Now let's find out if they're going to stick with the run here on 3rd down. A lot of people would love to see some play action here. I say go with your best running play over your best blocker.
And Swift is not going to get there as they stop him short of the yellow line. How about this? They'll change it at the line. They'll try and throw for it with Hurts.
That is caught. And he's taken down inside the 30. Facing a 4th down, they come away with 18 yards and the 1st down conversion.
We always talk about big-time players make big-time plays in big-time moments. I think that 4th down qualified. That was a heck of a throw.
On 1st and 10, it's Swift. And he gets forward up the middle, but only for a couple. It'll be 2nd down.
A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8 at the Cowboys' 26-yard line.
From the gun, it's Hurts. And that's out to the flat for Swift.
And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3.
That's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. Looking to throw.
They'll try and set up the screen to Swift.
And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. It's a ensures the drive continues.
And not only do you continue the drive, which is demoralizing for the guys on the defensive side of the ball right now, but you make your own defense happy. They're able to get a little more rest over on the sidelines while this one continues downfield.
Firing quickly here, and that's complete.
And the Eagles are going to be looking at 1st and goal as they move this down to the 4-yard line.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Taking it in from 4 yards out, and the Eagles have taken the lead. That almost looked too easy, and I think thanks goes to the offensive line for making it look easy.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one. I'm not sure how much everyone understands the preparations that go into a game for an offensive line, because there's a reason that running backs and quarterbacks give them big gifts at the end of a season after a big year. The consistency and the continuity it takes to know each other and execute their blocks is pretty impressive.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away.
Oh, the return is Jones from the end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
The Cowboys take over 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
Let's go.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. That 7-0 lead of theirs short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down and score? So what was the formula that got them down there the first time? Get back to something close to that, and maybe they can get this game tied up.
A penalty accepted, and they move the ball forward.
Let's go now. Ready.
One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. Second quarter action, 2 minutes to go on divisional round weekend. We remind you, as we've done all year, that coming up at halftime we will visit with Jonathan Coachman standing by in Orlando. He'll let you know what's going on here on a very eventful divisional round weekend.
Here we go.
Behind the chain, 2nd and 12.
And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6.
I know the toss play begins with the guy taking the snap and turning around and tossing it to the runner. But where the real intrigue is, can they seal the edge? Whether it's an offensive tackle or a tight end in the direction they want to run the football. If they do that, that's the result that you get, that type of a gain. If they don't, oftentimes it's not a very successful play.
Open man Lamb, it's complete. And he will have a Cowboys first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack.
He'll get this up to about the 44.
The Cowboys looking to get going again in a hurry.
Lance, he's going to change the play.
From the 44, Lance. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in half number 1.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Now a 3rd and 6. Throwing now is Lance. Swinging this out for Pollard.
And this won't do it. He needed 6. He only got halfway there.
How about that strategy there, Brandon? Third down. They just said, we've got faith in our tacklers. We'll give you the short stuff, and just decided to protect the sticks. So every time I hear fans telling me tackling's not a part of the game anymore, plays like that, I can clip and save and show them you have to tackle well if you want to be a good defense.
Out now comes the Cowboys punter, as he'll punt it away for the second time. And a great job on special teams to down it, as this will be marked out inside the 5-yard line.
That punt was near perfection as it checked up inside the 5-yard line. You never know where these things are going to go, do you?
No, what was it? You got a John Heisman quote about that,
yeah,
right?
He said the football is roughly a prolate spheroid, which means it's going to bounce funny, and you never know where it's going to end up.
In motion left comes Brown. They'll get that one out quickly to Brown.
Now he gets free up the left sideline. And he'll be taken out of bounds all the way down near the 35-yard line.
A big play there just before halftime. 62 yards.
I'll tell you what, this is not going to be a fun discussion at halftime for this defense. They've been absolutely taken advantage of in the first half. And here's another play for big yardage.
They're not liking the look. They'll change the play.
Back to throw now on first down. He's got Smith here. And that's good for a gain of 6, and that'll make it second down. Now another timeout called for by the offense, as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. Four receivers now, 3 to the right, 1 to the left. Second down and 4. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And it's complete right back in the hands of Smith.
And they're going to have a first down, and they're in field goal range as well as they're down inside the 20.
And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. That's just a 35-yard attempt from the left hash. The kick by Elliott is good, and that will do it for this first half. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. A trip to the NFC title game hanging in the balance. Second half action back underway.
And the fair catch signaled for and taken, so they'll begin this third quarter from their 25-yard line.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go.
And they're in the position they expected to be in. They've got the lead, home crowd behind them, and they're looking toward making that next step in these playoffs.
And I think the key for them is to put together some good, long, extended drives. Work the running a little more with that big offensive line. I'm not saying get away from throwing the football. That's still working. But if they run it more effectively, they may get even bigger plays in the passing game.
On second down, it's Black, and he'll be brought down right around the 37. 2 yards, good enough for first.
Second and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on third down and pick up the first down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the first down. That's exactly what they do.
And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
From the 42-yard line, here's second down and 5. Hurts with a little pop pass on the jet sweep. What a great read by the secondary. They come up to stop that touch pass before it can even get back to the line. This defense not fooled one bit on that touch pass.
And this has become one of those kind of in vogue plays, you know, kind of like the shuffle pass was a few years ago. This one never got off the ground, but you understand why a lot of teams are running it. These wide receivers, a lot of them, they run like running backs with the ball in their hands.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Trayvon Diggs. And the Cowboys are going to get the football here as he gets this up to the 38-yard line. So a potential momentum shifter there, working with a 2-score lead, third quarter, but that, not the smartest of throws.
I would agree with you on that one because this game is still very much in the balance. It felt pretty one-sided to this point, but now, if these guys can turn this turnover into points, things could start getting a little more interesting.
And he'll be brought down just shy of the 45. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Anytime the offense shows what they call a shot play or a chunk play where they're trying to get big yardage, sometimes people just call it gadget plays, and you hold it to a gain that we just saw there, you feel pretty good about yourself as a defense.
Ready,
From the 44 now, here's 2nd and 4.
Fight, 60. Ready.
To throw, it's Lance.
His throw incomplete.
Certainly looked like someone was very confident in his ability to fit that one in. I would say he was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty well downfield and knocked it away.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down.
Ready.
Pollard, he'll take it up the gut.
And oh, he's just going to be short here. Barely. Maybe by a half a foot. It'll be 4th and inches.
And cycle.
And they'll go for it. Lance.
Being chased out left.
And boy, that's going to be close. He didn't get much at all there, but he got the first. Looked like they might have held him defensively, but the referee signals it will be a first down.
If there's one thing they are lacking in, it's confidence. They took a big and maybe unnecessary risk going for that 4th down. He put them on his shoulders, though, and paid off the big-time gamble.
Ready.
On first down, Lance.
And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Well, he certainly thought he had a window to push that ball downfield, but as soon as he released the throw, the corner was there to slam that window shut.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Cut, cut.
Here's Lance. Open man, the tight end, Luke Schoonmaker.
And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. His first reception of the divisional round matchup, but it's good for a first down as well.
And that's one of the better plays we've seen this offense put together so far. They haven't been able to get on track much at all. But listen, they're only down a couple of scores with the rest of this quarter and the entire fourth remaining, so stranger things have happened.
They're looking for Lamb, but it's intercepted.
Picked up by James Bradbury.
And the Eagles will take over here at their own 14-yard line. But, Charles, I know you appreciate seeing this great defense, especially with the heightened intensity of the postseason. These two defenses, they have risen to the occasion to force back-to-back interceptions.
You know me well, Brandon. I always stand with my fellow defenders. And I love watching them make plays, and you nailed it. It's playoff time. This is when it matters most.
And they'll fake it there on the jet sweep, and instead, here's Swift.
And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8. That last play backwards a yard. They went with the run-pass option, and I don't know if the option really mattered there because the defense was ready.
So many times you put the defense at a disadvantage because you have those multiple options, but when they read their keys and play it correctly, sometimes the result goes in their favor.
They go play action with Hurts. Pass taken in by his big tight end.
And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up.
They'll throw on first down with Hurts.
This is Smith with the ground.
And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped.
That's back-to-back plays of over 20 yards.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point.
Well, and Hurts is going to be hit and taken down to the ground. Finally hauled down for the first time this game. Multiple defenders in there to drop him. They tried to go with a little play action there, but nobody on the defensive side bit.
Yeah, they adjusted in time and in a big way and ultimately got the sack. On offense, sometimes you're running play action just to set up a certain blocking technique. In this case, none of it worked.
Now they go screen. It's complete. And that play goes nowhere. Taken down, losing yardage at the 50, right at midfield. Now that screen there on second down certainly didn't develop how they had hoped. Is that one they should have even tried, or is that one the quarterback sticks in his pocket?
I think the latter. I like what you said there because trying is one thing. We can second guess just about every call. But in this case, when you realize that it's broken down, just throw it at the feet of your intended receiver so that no one can pick it off, right? You don't have the ball tipped up in the air, and you come back and try and pick up the first down on third down. That way you don't lose any yardage.
The Eagles send out their punter now, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. Taking it about the 16. 31 yards on the punt there. And out will come the offense as they take over.
They're on 21-yard line.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive.
And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive in particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first.
And now off to the races down the right side.
And he will step out of bounds all the way down inside the 40.
A big play here for Dallas. 41 yards.
That's the kind of play this offense desperately needed. They've got to be saying, our defense has kept us in the ball game. We're down, but we're certainly not out. And maybe that was the spark that they've been searching for.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Here's Lance to throw it. That is caught by Lamb. Out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. 15 more yards there, and quickly another 1st down.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
One quarter remains for a trip to the NFC title game. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Ready.
Lance now on 1st down. And he's going to go down. They sack him back right around the 30. multiple players getting home there for an 8-yard loss. But defensively on the previous play, they gave up a pretty good chunk of yardage, but right there, they got a good portion of it right back.
And if we just flip it around from the offensive perspective, took a nice step forward, and how about a couple of leaps backwards after that play? They've got to figure out a big call coming up here to try and gain that yard.
Touchdown, Cowboys! CeeDee Lamb, 30 yards. And the Cowboys have made it a one-score game again here in the fourth. Well, time to let those folks know who are tuning in looking for the late local news. And we may be a moment because we've got a game again.
And, partner, except for those on the West Coast where it'll be seen in its regular time, right? That's the way it works, doesn't it? But how about that? Big-time drive right there. If they're going to have any chance, they needed a touchdown there, and they went right down the field and worked their way into the end zone.
Now the extra point up and good by Aubrey.
And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter.
14.
So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away.
And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And this has been a tight game to this point. Of course, they usually are at this juncture of the playoffs. But with the lead in the football, the clock right now they're filling as they try to book their spot in the conference championship next Sunday.
A good pickup there at 22.
These guys certainly are not hiding what their intention is. They're absolutely showing it. They're definitely not going to sit on this lead here in the fourth quarter.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10.
On the option to give to Swift here.
And he's got this one across midfield into Cowboy territory.
52 yards rushing for him now in the ball game. If you can keep getting gains like that, Charles, with the lead here in the fourth quarter, I mean, keep running it, right?
No doubt about it, but what the offense coordinator has to do is understand. They're going to continue to stack the line of scrimmage. What runs do you have in your arsenal that'll work against a stacked box and continue to move the ball?
63.
Play action. Here's Hurts.
Now look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted.
And the Cowboys are right back in this football game.
A critical error there in a tight game of the fourth.
All you talk about is taking care of the football, and especially with a lead here in the fourth quarter, turning it over, now the door is open for the opposition.
Just in general, when you're passing in the fourth quarter with a lead, no matter at what point, you got to be super careful.
Got to be careful, and sometimes you can be so careful that you end up running yourself into an error.
Okay, right?
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And this certainly a key moment in this game, trailing by 3. Fourth quarter with a spot in the championship game next weekend on the line. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on 2nd down. And quickly, they get to the line.
Brings up 2nd and 2.
Hey, check mega. Hey, green.
And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. That'll be a loss of a couple on the play. So now 3rd down coming up.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. On 3rd down, it's Pollard. across midfield. And he's going to be knocked out of bounds all the way down at the 40-yard line.
A big hitter. That one goes for 40 yards.
I definitely like the play call. You don't expect it on 3rd and 5, 3rd and 6, do you? You expect a pass play. Had a little courage there to call the run, and boy, they were successful.
Here we go.
So the big play moves him all the way across midfield to the 40 now for 1st and 10.
Ready.
One back in the backfield. He'll get the carry. Trying to turn the corner, but they string him out and stop him at the line of scrimmage. And they're going to speed things up here. And now they'll throw with Lance. Throw left side complete. That's Walton. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 2 catches now in this divisional round matchup. That one, a 1st down.
I love the drive they're working on here because they know they can take the lead with a touchdown. And so far on this drive, so good. They've moved the ball down the field with very little resistance defensively. But they better be prepared for some adjustments to come their way now.
Blue check. Ready?
On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. So a step in the wrong direction. Now they'll look to make amends on 2nd and 14. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Nolan Smith brings him down on the pass rush.
Yeah, some real defensive resistance there. Saying not so fast to a good drive. They marched to the end zone the last time out.
On the very outer edge of field goal range, it would be 56 yards if they got nothing here on 3rd down. He's got his target. That's complete. Touchdown, Cowboys. Jalen Tolbert, 39 yards. And the Cowboys have moved out in front here in the 4th quarter.
There it is, partner. You see it. 4 fingers. What does that mean?
4 fingers. That signifies the 4th quarter's here.
That's right. Who's going to dominate? Usually both teams are holding them up. We own the 4th quarter, what we found out so far. 2 touchdowns here, and now they've taken the lead.
Yeah, 2nd one putting them in front. You know what I see on the other sideline, though? It seems like they've tensed up. Had that lead, they were playing not to lose it, and they've lost it.
That's a great observation. When you play not to lose, you usually don't win.
Now, though, they'll have the opportunity to respond. So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. Fair catch going to be taken, and this will be moved out to the 25.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And this could be the defining moment of their season, all hyperbole aside. You're trailing here in the 4th quarter, the divisional round. They need to come up with something as they get this drive started. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
Here's a quick throw caught by Smith. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. Hurts finding Smith for the Philly first.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people have to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
Taken down at the 42.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
2nd and 6 coming up. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game.
So it's Eagle football here as we get you reset. They come up on a second down now in a game that looks like it's going to go down to the wire.
Here comes second down. Once again, it's Swift.
And he'll take this one up close to about the 45.
Playoff lives at stake. Boy, this is a big one. Third down. And Hurts going to move him around.
Complete. Smith has it. And he'll be tackled about 2 yards shy of the line to gain. A 1-yard pickup leads to fourth down. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
Another big play in a game that's had plenty of them. 4th and 2.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw.
Throwing for Smith on the out route, and it's caught. Plenty of time. All 3 timeouts still remain. Here's 1st and 10 now. Now they'll change things around before the snap.
They'll look to throw.
Out route pass complete to Goddard. And he's going to get out of bounds with the first down. So that's going to double their pleasure for sure. They get the first and save a timeout.
They got exactly what they wanted there. Out route, catch, get out of bounds, stop the clock.
And I have to criticize defense here because you know the situation. You want to keep them inbounds and have the clock run. So I'm sitting on the outside portion of the field and not letting them throw an out route. Throw anything inside and I'll make the tackle. An out route? That's not the way you're supposed to play it.
The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds left to play.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it could turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
This is caught. It's gone. And they move this all the way down to the 9.
Now 1st and goal.
That's good for an Eagles.
Hands it off out of the gun.
And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. 2nd and goal from inside the 5.
Hey, let's go.
Back to throw.
And that's out to the flat for Swift.
The Eagles will take their 3rd and final timeout. It'll be their 3rd and final timeout, so as they talk things over, we'll step aside.
And that's a great job of tackling right there. If he could have made the first man miss, maybe he could have taken it into the end zone. Instead, they stopped him pretty well right in his tracks, and you often see that in the red zone. Offense has to be quick. In this case, the defense was quicker.
A big one coming in this divisional round playoff. 3rd and goal.
Go Silver, ready? Out.
He's back to throw.
He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
Great hands there defensively to knock the ball away in the end zone. My partner just stood up. It's 4th and goal, and the game coming down to 1 play.
And there's no way you're getting me back down there again. They have to do it 1 more time. This is exciting.
Glad you remembered to come back on mic for this.
Here's a big one. It's 4th and goal.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And he's got it. It's caught for a touchdown. And they have taken the lead here in the final seconds.
Charles, that drive was Perfect, methodical, executed so well, and they grabbed that lead with almost no time left for a last gasp from the other side.
No way you can enjoy a better thought-out drive, because not only did they keep their eyes on the end zone, they made sure they bled the clock out as well and denied their opponent a chance to respond. That's just terrific situational football to end this one.
And the fair catch taken. No time will come off the clock. And they will begin this critical drive at the 25-yard line. They'll come up 1st and 10 here.
Watch out now. 50 Fury.
One final try now for Lance.
He's going to let it fly.
This ball intercepted.
Picked up by Avonte Maddox.
Down the sideline he goes. And the Eagles are going to hang on the final play to get the turnover to seal this football game. And the Eagles season will continue at least one more week. Thanks for watching, and so long, everybody.
I can't fade away. Baby, I've been too turned, I don't care about what a hater say. Dark skin, thick, I like the so I named the bay. I'm in it every day. New drip, I just spent some G's on my attire. These